Hello friends, I am Purva Singh. I am a legal intern at Blossom. I will be talking about suo motu cognizance by judiciary. The term suo motu was evolved from epistolary jurisdiction, which empowers court to take the matters on their own for legal proceedings to facilitate justice to needy, poor, and socially disadvantaged sections of our society. And this led to the rise of public interest litigation. Literal meaning of suo motu is on its motion. It means that an action can be taken by a court or government agency or central authority on their own apprehension. A court takes cognizance on their own on the matters of gross negligence on the part of public authorities or government or wherever court thinks fit. When court receives information through any other parties such as media or any third party regarding violation of rights or breach of duty, it shall pass the orders on the matters in public interest. There are three Indian legal provisions which deals with suo motu. First one is Article 131, which talks about original jurisdiction, where Supreme Court can intervene between Government of India and states or between states regarding the disputes whether of law or fact questioning existence of a legal right. Second and third provisions deal with Article 32 and 226, which lay down the provisions of public interest litigation. When a court apprehends some serious legal matter which urgently required court intervention, it acts as a suo motu. There are four instances where suo motu cognizance can take place. First instance is contempt of court, where court can initiate suo motu action against an officer who has violated the rules and ethics of the court. Second instance is reopen old case. If some case has been closed now, but some substantial evidence now comes to the notice of the court, then it may take suo motu action in reopening the case again. Third instance is order probe for a new case. If court obtains any information of some injustice is being done through the affected section of people or by media, it can take suo motu action and order probe for the new case through government authorities or by police departments. Fourth instance is against executive and legislative actions. The court is empowered to declare executive and legislative actions completely void based on unconstitutionality or in contradict with the constitution. In Re Bruno case, there was a brutal killing of a dog named Bruno by three youngsters in Kerala. The Kerala High Court initiated suo motu proceedings for the protection of animal rights. They said such an inhuman act was in violation of Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960, and they further directed the Animal Welfare Board of India to draw such a feasible plan which sensitize citizens and create awareness among them for the protection of animals and their responsibilities and duties in this regard. Another effect of this cognizance can be seen in the recent COVID-19 second wave crisis in our country, where Supreme Court took cognizance of the situation and it wanted to issue a proper method of COVID-19 vaccination in the country. The court apprehended that there were 6 High Court who were dealing with COVID in their own way, and it's creating a confusion for others to understand the right way to deal with the pandemic. Further, the court asked the central government that it wanted a national plan on the issues of supply of oxygen, supply of drugs, and supply and distribution of vaccines, and whether the High Court can order lockdown and give so many directions with the respect of such in different problems associated with crisis. Through the application of suo motu cognizance by judiciary, it can be concluded that the rationale behind this is to provide justice to those who might not be able to access the court, and it renders a perception of judiciary of equality in the society. It shows the kindness of authorities for their public, and it has ensured the justice in civil as well as in criminal cases. I hope you have understood the concept and liked my video. Thank you.